Welcome to video 2 of the Millionaire Bootcamp 3-part video series. Today, you will take step 2 of your millionaire journey. You will start tracking all of your expenses. All expenses, every single one. Somebody said where performance is measured, it improves. Where performance is reported, it improves dramatically. Where performance is reported publicly, it improves exponentially. And I'm not saying we're going to stop publicly reporting your numbers yet, but I'm saying let's start measuring where you're at. So, tracking your expenses as it happens and as soon as it happens is very important because it increases your money awareness and it builds discipline. You go from, hey, look what I got, to why did I buy that and what was I thinking, to I don't really need that. I can spend that money for something else or save it. Oh, you will start being consciously aware of your decisions when it comes to money and what you spend your money on. So why do we start with expenses? Two main reasons. This is the number one is this is the piece of the puzzle that you have the most control over. So your boss or your clients, they have a say in how much money income you make, but every single decision on what you spend your money on is yours and yours alone. And every single expense is either necessary expense or discretionary expense, which means you can probably have much less discretionary expenses and bring your expenses down. Second reason why we start with expenses is that saving $1 leaves you with more money than making an extra dollar, because when you make an extra dollar, you have to pay taxes on it, versus you do not have to pay taxes on money that you do not spend. Got it? So, and expense control, this is how millionaires become millionaires. Managing your expenses is the most important skill to develop at the get-go. So if you miss this, you can just as well move your family to the drug cartel ran tent in downtown LA, because you are screwed. So, get this. Your first assignment in this video is to start tracking everything you spend money on as soon as you spend it. Not when you get home, and not when you get in your car, but literally when you're in the grocery store and you just spent $100 on groceries, you write it down right there so that you have a visual representation of every single thing you spend money on immediately when it happens. And I want you to do this for at least 2 weeks so that you get in the habit of it. And I know you're already complaining, oh, Tanya, you told me that I don't have to think about money unless it's money day. Well, this is the one exception. If you want to take control of your financial future, you need to know what you spent money on. So this is that one exception. You track your expenses as soon as they happen. And I'm going to stick your face into it so that you realize what you're spending money on. So take the attached Google Sheet and create a copy for it for yourself. And what I want you to do is you can keep the tracker open on your phone and on your laptop at home so that it's easily accessible every time you spend money, and you can just either type it in on your phone or you can do it at home if you're spending money online, for example. Or if you're the pen and paper type kind of person, then buy a little notebook and keep a pen with you so that you can, as soon as you check out in the grocery store, you can write down what you spent. And this notebook has every single expense in it. Okay, every cup of coffee, every bottle of wine, every Postmates delivery order, etc. If you spent a penny on it, you track it. Got it? This has a couple of benefits. First of all, it's inconvenient. So therefore, you will start thinking twice before you actually buy anything, because you're like, oh my God, if I get this coffee, then I have to pull up that thingy, then I have to pull up that sheet and write down how much I spent, etc. And the second benefit is that as you see your expenses on cafes and snacks and takeout food accumulate, you will definitely start reconsidering whether to buy that thing next time you want to get it. So once you have gotten to the habit of writing everything down for at least a few days, and keep on doing this over and over again, we're going to up the challenge a little bit. So when was the last time you went through all of your credit card and debit card and unemployment card statements and bills, etc., and calculated how much money do you actually spend on what each month by category? And here you can just as well admit that you have no fucking clue. So we get that out of the way. So I'm going to sit on your back and watch you do that, because I'm going to put your face into those expenses so that you see why on earth, why you are as poor as fuck. Okay? So this is what you will do. You print out all your statements for every credit card statement, every debit card, unemployment debit card, every bill for at least 2 months, and write down exactly how much money you spent on rent, mortgage, renter's insurance, private mortgage insurance, gas, water, internet, electricity, phone bill, gym, car insurance, Amazon deliveries, Starbucks, newspapers, apps, music streaming, Postmates, any other subscriptions like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, professional licenses, insurance, gas, eating out, drinking out, every trip to a grocery store, clothing, entertainment like movies or books, etc. And every single transaction will be on this sheet as a separate transaction, so that you can see exactly where your money went last month and how much you spent in total. And do not forget those pesky annual renewal things of the subscriptions that you did that you totally even forgot that you subscribed to. The Google Sheet that is here with this video has a second tab that has an example on how you can set this up for yourself. And in the Millionaire Bootcamp itself, I will actually provide you with the sheet that is already set up for the various categories for the whole year, so that all you need to do is enter your actual expenses and the totals are calculated for you. It also has an easy way to track your income so that you can easily see whether you're underspending or overspending every month. So go ahead and create your monthly expense sheets for the last 2 completed months. And once you are done with this, now you know where your money has been going. Ouch! Now I want you to keep on doing this every month so that you can start managing expenses. And we will get to that in video 3. So, see you there.